Frame 16. Man, isn't that beautiful? Just look at it go. Wait, really? Frame 30 is when it disappears. What a hitbox. Anyway. Right, let's take a look at Brad's set then. Actually, that's not enough. It fits perfect. This is quiet. Right, so I know you know how to beat this guy because I've seen you do it before. Like, admittedly in crew battle, but I've seen you do it. Yeah, nice down tilt. Nice, nice. Yeah, so that forward is basically offline in neutral. Sorry, just to pause this real quick. Whoops! Double click hype. So, super honestly, breaking out of habits, or, you know, as you say, breaking out of habits, honestly, I feel like things like these, you have to manually remember. You have to literally, when you sit down and play, you have to be like, okay, remember to do this, remember to do that. It's going to take you a while, and you'll probably play worse when you're doing it. But in the long run, you'll become a better player for doing so. It's what weeklies and Smashfest and all that are good for. Lila. To be fair, what you should have done there, because it was tilted down, is you should have angled it out sideways, but I suppose that was a bit hard to react to on the fly. Yeah, good chase on that. Oh, did he not have his jump? Okay then. Sure thing. Oh, that's AIDS. Well, that's far. I feel like you'd fare better if you waited for their landing rather than preemptively going to attack. I feel like you're kind of putting yourself in a rough situation a lot. But like, whenever SCR's trying to land, you're kind of putting yourself in a spot to get hit by anything he tries to come through with. Remember, he's got a big old disjoint, and it does cover underneath him quite well. Oh, that's depressing! No! Oh, okay. Oh, man, I do love that. I do love that down smash hitbox that sends him up for no readily apparent reason. Oh. It's wonderful. Alright, so I actually want to go take a look really quickly at this hitbox because it baffles me. Why? Why? Why do these two just send them upwards? I don't understand. Makes no sense. Fully no sense. So that was a good clutch game one though. Brad, I just want to say I officially concede, by the way. Falco is definitely worse than Ike. And I made a mistake saying it in a place where he could save that, but it's true. I've been wrong all this time. Falco's worse than Ike. It's like how he's landing when there every time, but you have to just stop your combo. Oh wow, nice pickup on that. I'm not sure if I agree with that roll from the, like, you know, away from the ledge. You had all the pressure and you rolled away. I'm going to end this stream. That was a good edge guard. Pretty much all you're going to be relying on edge guarding to get most of your stuff in this matchup for real. Okay, you're jumping off the ledge most of the time, so. Oh, you put yourself in a bad spot there. Yeah, okay, no, so you were recovering the same way pretty much every time there. I don't think you need me to tell you that. But if we go back and watch that game, you were doing this very specific kind of recovery pretty much every time. You were... Okay, we need to go back a little bit further. Whoa, no, back up. Incorrect. That is not what I wanted. We've gone way too far back now. Hello? Oh, my internet's gone to hell. Okay, so what you were doing when you were in a recovery position is every time you were jumping high, wherever you were going, either there or out there, you were jumping high, and then as you came down, you were then phantasming to the ledge or like just on stage. You were doing that pretty much every time, and SCR did catch on to that. I'm hoping that after this game you stop doing that, but that is pretty much what he caught you did. He caught you jumping. And then he caught you trying to save you to the ledge again. So he pretty much called out both of your bad habits that you had there. Like both of the predictable recovery things. It's like when I dash attack people out of their recovery. And it feels really good. I have to say, like, as much as I know it's not a good move, that your forward air is like strangely obnoxious. And that is just like, why did I get hit by that again? But yeah, I gotta say, your really buttonsy way, your really aggressive way of getting down, I feel like it's gonna hurt you a lot in this particular matchup because Corrin's just gonna put the big old disjoint in your way. Against Swordies, you have to be a lot more calculated with the way you. This game is tragic and you know it. Oh no. Well, you shot a laser, so it's already a tragedy. Yeah. I just side note real quick. I'm gonna go back and take a look. Here, if you see him running towards the ledge and you think he's gonna do that, would it not be possible for you to drop double jump and back air? Give him the old... Hang on, let me get the right coloured pen. Wish it didn't appear on the thing. Big old double barrel shotgun, just go... I can't draw guns. There we go, that'll do. Chuk chuk. And then... I hope that positions itself in the right place. Gonna get a nice yellow. No, it's the wrong way around! FML. Oh well. But yeah, if you just drop down and do a back air, I'm sure you'd be able to deal with that. I mean, the thing is, the kick's actually quite slow. And, like, you've got to remember, your back air's actually faster than his kick, so he's not going to be able to react to it. Let's take a look, actually. Corin, no, please. Corin is coming soon, but Corin's kick is slower than your back air. And if you just drop and immediately double jump and back air, you'll be above the stage by the time they do the kick. I don't know, I think it's something worth doing. Because that would have killed there, probably. Give it a go. Next time you're in the position where like he does that. Because it's definitely something that you could do. The thing is, the more you do to discourage him to do all these setups, the easier time you have in the future. That was nice. Oh, that was bad. Oh, you deserve to die for that. That was so bad. You could have up smashed out a shield for that. I'm scared of what's going to happen, because you said this is tragic. Oh, the combo. It's so sick. Oh. That fucking laser. So stupid. Alright, good DI. Yeah, you're recovering the same way still. He's just not punishing it as you know, he's not punishing it like he did in game 2. Up throw. Yeah. Blame Lucretio. Lucretio distracted you. Oh dear. Oh dear. He's gonna pin you, isn't he? Oh. He'd see things he knew again. Oh, you read it right, but unfortunately, just 1% too. That was terrible. I'm scared. I'm so scared. What happens? These rolls. What was that DI? Oh, the attack was nice, but... Dude, what'd you go down for? The thing is, like, it's the way how you made the read on the, Yeah, dude, that was bad. Like... You actually threw that game, because you were playing really solid until, like, the last 20 seconds. But yeah, I suppose we can allow it. It's the way how you just went down on the down smash. So, like, I mean, you're already aware of, like, a lot of the terrible things you were doing. The key thing standing out to me here is the recovery, which, honestly, I'm astounded SER hasn't slapped you for more. He got you on it once, and only once. But he's been nicking you with back airs as well, in places where, like, you should be getting back aired. Like, I'm gonna feel like this is just the North being free if he doesn't destroy one of your bad recoveries again. You're doing a lot of them where you're doing a high double jump first. He really needs to be hurting you for it. Oh. That was some amazing reactions on that get up. Nice nair. That was really well played. I just want to point out that that was like perfectly how to deal with a pin, a Corrin pin. I think we might have to go back a little bit further than 5 seconds, but if a future reference for anyone. When you've made them kick, when you've pinned and you've shielded, and if you've made them, you can essentially make them give up stage control either way. Because now he's kicked off stage, and now Corrin's got to try and get back with her pretty sus recovery. And maybe Nair wouldn't have been the typical option here, but it covered the recovery attempt. Oh, let's go Copenhagen hosting me. Yeah, that was a bad energy. You're putting yourself in the air too often, in my opinion. You should honestly be doing more grounded options when you're not in, when you're outside of. Like, if you're in disadvantage, you should be trying to just get your feet on the ground as soon as possible. Like, particularly in this matchup. Hello, Lusk. Oh, that combo's nice. Oh, oh, you missed it. Yeah, very nice. So you burned your jump early there again. Oh, that was a bad pin. See there, if you'd have back it there, he was dead. I definitely feel like that's an option. Is that death? That is. So last game of this set, and then away we go. I am quite impressed with the play I'm seeing. But yeah, you definitely need to be focusing on when you're in disadvantage at least, because you're taking a lot more damage once you lose neutral than you should be. Especially when you go off stage, you need to focus on playing in a way that's less risky when you're off stage. Or like any disadvantage at all. Like, your key objective when you're off stage is to or like when you're in disadvantage, is to get your feet on the ground, because that is where Falco does best, is when walking around and spamming that broken down tilt. Combo is nice. But yeah, sorry, a bit slow off the mark there because I'm quite tired now. But that was part of the thing I always said about waiting for them to land. Not here. Yeah, here. Like, you really ought to wait for it to land because you've gone up early. Or at the very least, you can throw out, like, you know, a certain thing with intangibility. Doesn't your up smash have intangibility on the feet? Yeah. What's the... It doesn't have any properties, but yeah, your feet are intangible on that. So in a situation like this on the platform, then you could really be going for an up smash, even though it's not the most reliable move in the world. But here is like, you know, he's gone for the down air like immediately afterwards, hasn't he? Yeah, and that's like you've essentially lost your positioning because you're being a little bit too eager on the punishes, on the landing punishes. Because you're not actually punishing the landings, you're punishing just before the landings. Oh, Brad. No. I mean, I understand it's difficult because it's like you want to be able to punish them, but you don't want to. So I'll explain it to you real quick. When we get into another position like that, which I'm sure we'll get, I'll explain it to you then. Right, okay. That was a good position for me to explain it. Here. Corin's just come off from a pin, which means until she lands, she can't pin again. Which means she's very limited in her mobility. So all she can really do is jump again, or land where she's going to land, which is going to be, like, here. Oh no, we got that awful mustard colour. Let me change that. Got a nice purple. It's going to land like there. Or they're going to double jump, and they can go like either there or there, but Corin's airspeed isn't great. So the point I'm getting at is they have very limited landing options from here. They can't actually really alter the position they're going to land in, which means you don't need to go up and challenge this broken sword with your puny hitboxes. The character is already is already up shit creek without a paddle, but you're kind of just throwing them a paddle by jumping at them. And I'm going to slow it down real quick, actually. We're going to go to 0.5 speed so I can explain it properly. So he's jumped. He's jumped, yeah? So we've erased these other two options. We know they've done that, which means they've got, like, here they can land on. They're going to be here. But because you have decided I'm going to jump up and chase, you've essentially said, look, here is an opportunity to challenge me. Maybe I'll win, maybe you'll win, but the point is that you have a big sword and I have stumpy little legs and some feathers. And the sword is probably going to win. So if I were you in this scenario, I would have been like, well, Corin's coming down here. I would have literally, honestly, sat in shield. Like, I would have planted myself. Let me just make a blue bird real quick. I would have planted myself there and sat in shield. Because Corin's not actually got anything that's safe on block. Like, not unless it's spaced. Like, I'll pull up my frame data again. Go grab Corin. Hello, yeah, Cloud, Corin. Right, so let's see. So the aerials. Oh wow, her back air is pretty safe actually. So as long as you make sure the back air is not a problem. But like even then, like everything's pretty easy to punish out of shield. Like these are the actual answers. I'm fairly sure your up smash can punish all of those, can't it? As long as you put yourself in a place where that, yeah, your up smash comes out of frame 7. Oh, that's kind of annoying. The point I'm getting at, regardless of your character's badness, but yeah, keep yourself on the ground in those positions. Because by going up and challenging, you've essentially said you have a chance of getting at me here. If you'd have stayed on the ground, you would have been able to finish them off there. Because if they've come up and landed with, if they've come down with a nair, they've essentially landed right in front of you in a laggy situation. You're just like, nice, a free gift. You can take advantage of that and get your kill. So waiting on the ground a little bit more is probably going to be ideal for you. And you end up getting it anyway, but you took an extra 6% you didn't need to, and that will add up. See, I feel like rolling in on Corin is just such an awful option because like that stuff just covers all of it so well. See, when you land a hit in neutral, you in particular get so buttonsy, and it's not like it's a terrible thing because that's what your character does. But I feel like you definitely benefit from sometimes just like if you've got them above you, just stop and reset. There's a thing in combos in Street Fighter that it's literally it's called a reset. Oh yeah, see, that's a good example right there. So in Street Fighter, a reset is where you intentionally stop a combo or string. Yeah, it's frame 7 out of shield. So a reset in like a normal fighting game is where you intentionally stop a combo because you think they're gonna press something now. They're gonna do something, and I'm gonna be able to punish that thing because they're doing it in a situation where they have very little control, and that sums up a lot of this set. Alright, so this is gonna be egotistical as fuck, but I'm gonna get it up anyway. There is a particular... No, I don't want to type in there, thanks. I want to go to Giphy Cat, thank you. Right, my library. Let's hope I didn't make any bad GIFs Giphies while I was around. But, and once I'm done with this, I'm going to be done with this stream for today. Hello, does it want to load or what? Refresh this. There we go. Oh, of course, yeah. There we go. We're gonna copy that link. Can we please just get copy, paste? No, what? No, please. I can't use. Mate, just kill me. Alright, so we can see what's happening anyway. Copy, paste and go. There we go. We got there in the end. Cool. So what I did there, right there, this is what we call a reset. I start the combo. You start the string or whatever, and then I stop. You can see we're gonna slow it down. Speed 0.5. Okay, I land the back air. I land the nair. I can back air there. I could have hit a back air there. It would have been a true combo, but instead I waited. I thought he's gonna air dodge. So he does. He just air dodges into the ground and I grab it. You can do a similar thing with your thing. If in this situation If in this situation you then ran underneath this platform and waited, he's then going to land with an up air, and you can punish him and you can continue your string. I feel like if you worked that into your game with Falco a bit more, it would be absolutely terrifying. But I mean, at the very least in this VOD, you didn't do it. Remember, because Corrin is a swordie, and her name isn't Cloud, you don't actually have to worry about the landing hitboxes provided you force them into a situation where their spacing's bad. It's pretty much how anyone gets around the Ike, because if they whiff, you can punish it. If they hit your shield point blank, you can punish it. So don't be concerned about the landing hitboxes. Waiting for stuff is ideal in some situations. Like sometimes if you know you're going to get the combo and you need to get the damage, then go for it. But there you could have definitely waited. You could have done you could have positioned yourself like if they did a landing up air like that, you're going to be able to punish with anything. You do your down tilt up air back air thing and send them into a terrible position. But it's stuff like that. It's waiting. Think of it like waiting for an air dodge, except you're just waiting for a thing. Against anyone, you can do it, and it's definitely worth doing. But yeah, other than that, it was just slightly predictable recoveries and being really antsy with the combos. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. Anyway, that is the sets done for today. So I am gonna call it there. I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any more questions there, Brad, before I go, ask away. I've got 5 VODs lined up for next week.